Alrighty traders, so in this video I just want to focus on the actual stock market itself. I'm going to be focusing on the Dow Jones, the S&P, the Nasdaq. It's also the ETFs there as well too. And the reason why is because I talked about that in the last sort of few days, and I want to talk about that again moving forward. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so let's get straight into today's session. Last week I did a video saying it's starting and I was expecting some sort of a pullback, and we got a little bit of a drop here. Not much, but a little bit of a drop. I see a lot more follow through to come. We can see on the Dow Jones here that we sort of had a bit of a false breakout and now we're rolling over. And now we're probably likely to drop back down towards these low levels through here. So once again, false breakout to the upside, came back down, came back up, rejected it, and now we're rolling over. And now we're getting a bit of an increase in volume as well too. So I definitely see this thing continuing down a lot more where it is right now. S&P 500, same sort of thing as well too. We're breaking up. We broke above the highs here. Now we're probably likely to break back below, probably likely to get back below both these lines here, which will create this is some sort of a false breakout. And then I see that the S&P is probably likely to get down towards this bottom trend line. Then not in one day, but in the next sort of drop. I believe that this is the start of some sort of a significant pullback. Not the end of the trend, but significant pullback. I believe we're likely to start to see a 5 or 6% pullback here in the S&P 500 and stuff like that. Also, the Nasdaq as well too. We can start to see that Nasdaq has been rising up, bit of a drop back down and a bit of a pullback. We can see if we look at the ETFs here, look at the volume coming into here, right? Bit of a drop. So I definitely see a lot more downside to come on the SPY. Things like the QQQ as well too. Look at the volume coming into that there, right? We've got a very nice move up, very nice sort of end of trend move here, and now we're breaking out, breaking down. So I definitely see a lot more downside to come. And once again, same for the Dow Jones as well too. I see the Dow Jones getting down to around about that sort of the DIA, getting down to around about that sort of 282 to 284 level there. So I just want to do a quick little update for you today, guys. I definitely see when it comes to these indices, I definitely see this thing starting to top out a little bit more. Once again, look at the Dow Jones. Look at the S&P 500. We're definitely starting to roll over when it comes to this here. So I definitely see that there's probably likely to be a lot more downside to come out of this here. But this is probably likely to be some sort of just a correction or a pullback, guys. But you watch, the market will pull back. And then as the market pulls back, we're probably likely to start to see a 5 or 6% correction. Once again, if I bring up, say, the sort of 1 year worth of view from there. Or actually, we'll just bring up a bit more. You can see there's a bit of a pullback through here, but I believe after the pullback happens, we're probably likely to hold and then continue up from there. Now, it'd be really interesting to see if this pullback lasts as long as when the next Fed announcement comes out, and then if they drop the rates, that's going to create a lot of floor underneath the markets itself. So there we go, guys. Quick little update for you today, guys. Traders, I am running a free training today. Very first thing in the description. If you'd like to learn how I trade the market, my trading strategy, how I scan for these trades, and all those details, then make sure you join me today in that training today. Very first thing in the description. Click on that there right now, and I'll see you soon.